Welcome back to this installment of the Movement Network with Bar. And before we get started with this episode, my deepest thoughts goes out to Ukraine and the situation going on over there. My respect and admiration goes out to both Klitschko brothers for picking up arms and defending their country, joining their army. Man, so much respect for those two. Those two guys have been an ambassador, not just for boxing, but for mankind. As a United States Marine that did way too many tours in Iraq, overseas, I think that war is bullshit and it's to come to a halt as soon as possible. Now, with that said, let's get back into what we're here for, which is boxing. The rumors coming down saying that no Ukraine boxer is going to fight until this whole BS come to an end. I'm going to give you a couple names, and the following boxers will not be having any fights anytime soon until this BS comes to an end again. We could get started with Vasyl Lomachenko. We know that Loma was going to fight George Kambosos. Unfortunately, that fight is going to get put on the back burner. Vasyl Lomachenko trains in the United States, but his family is in Ukraine. Therefore, the fight is not going to happen. That gives Devin Haney the perfect opportunity to come in and have that fight. So that's what's going to happen now. Now, Alexander Usyk fight versus Anthony Joshua is also on hold for the same reason. Alexander Usyk sometimes trains in Ukraine, sometimes trains here in the United States with Loma team. But just like Loma, his family lives in Ukraine. So therefore, that fight is also going to come to a halt. The same can be said about Victor Postol. He's having a fight this weekend. That fight versus Gary Russell, one of the Gary Russells, not Sir or Mr. Gary Russell, but his younger brother, is still going to happen. But then right after that, Postol is set to go right back to Ukraine and do the best that he can over there as a humanitarian and help out his country. Now, with that being said, this is a very sad moment, not just for Ukraine, but for the whole world. And this bullshit should come to an end as soon as possible so that we, not just boxing fans, not just athletes, not just sports personnel, but every human could get back to living peacefully without worrying about war. Again, no boxer from Ukraine will be lacing up the glove anytime soon. They are not going to be fighting, so we could forget about them for a little while. And I think this is a very sad moment. I want to thank you guys for listening to this podcast. Catch you guys in the next one. Peace.